Hello viewers, Six Wings here. Welcome to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 3 as Italy. What do you want, Sweden? Give them... No, I'm rolling in cash. Leave me alone. So when last we left off, we had reorganized our air force, some of our army, or what's left of it, which, as it turns out, is not that much. We got some 1,000 manpower we're going to pump into our armed forces. We've got a lot of ships. Look at that stacking penalty. 80% penalty to positioning. Terrible. Each point of hull above 16. Oh, I thought it was above 17. Well, I was mistaken. So, first we're going to kind of show off the idea of the battleship on our fleet. And yes, I am borrowing this pretty explicitly from there's a Naval Order of Battle guide for playing Italy on the Hearts of Iron forums, and I am borrowing pretty heavily from that. But going through the math, it's actually really, really good. The idea is that you're going to use smaller flotillas that are going to operate in concert. And you don't want two flotillas operating in concert to exceed your hull limit. At least that's my impression of it. So I'm going to just go ahead and create some battleship flotillas. Am I missing a battleship? No, I've just made two battleship flotillas. And interestingly enough... Oh, those are subs. Stop it. Destroyers. Okay. I'm debating replacing one of the heavies with a light. But I'll leave that alone for now. And I'm just going to go ahead and... Man, the Italians start with a huge navy. Now, I've never played as the UK or Japan, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, but it sure seems like a lot. So there's some destroyers. Here's my two of the level 3 subs. We'll split off. We'll try and keep subs like subs together, and we'll operate in pairs. They're going to be commerce raiding and scouting before the advent of radar. The great thing is that letting that sub finish means that you begin with an even number of total subs. So if you want to do it like that, you can. 6. We're just going to migrate all of these guys to Sardinia. We still have too many ships here. It's got something of a penalty because it's got about 1 trillion light cruisers. So I'll go ahead and do that. We've got light cruisers here. And I am actually going to fuss with this a little bit to make a proper escort squadron for my transports. But there we go. So that is that. All taken care of. How many... Why are you... Okay, that's interesting. Why are you leading 7 ships? Shouldn't be leading 7 ships. Should be leading 6 ships. And that's actually the other thing, is that rank 1 admirals can only command 6 ships, so that's the reason to do that. I believe it's 6 ships per rank of admiral, so that level 2 will get 12, and so on and so on. So to exceed 6 ships in a squadron, you have to promote your guys higher up. I don't know if there's any real reason not to just promote everyone to the max rank. I haven't seen that anywhere. But we're going to leave most of our navy except for the submarine. Actually, we'll leave even the submarines. We'll leave the whole navy in port at Toronto. It's a level 10 port, and it's one of the few level 10 ports we have, actually. We have Genoa and, of course, Venice. And I think that's actually it. Palermo, as well, is a level 10 port. So, yeah, never mind. We have quite a few. I lied. Excuse me. So, we've got plenty of ports. Our navy's organized for now. We're organized up here. I'm not gonna worry about officers just yet. We'll worry about that when the first war with either Spain or Yugoslavia starts. Let's check on our spies. 2, 2, 4. Whoa. 2. All right. Nope. Not buying fuel. Let's see about getting them to like me just a shade more. Good. No, 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 no. Peru would like money in exchange for fuel. I'm really not interested in trading for fuel. As long as everyone stays in port, I don't use any. Just don't turn your engines on. Hello? More upgrades finishing up. Great. Great news. I think we're being a little bit boring because I want to make more up-to-date. And we'll get those in our next batch of upgrades that are going to start when our production finishes. But I want to make more up-to-date units. More up-to-date ships to pair with my newer battleships that'll be coming. What do you want, Greece? Nope. And again, I'm also holding off till June to continue trading. I know I want more stockpiles of just about everything. Now I'm trading a ton of this. Click. That's kind of the big problem with this scenario, especially, and I haven't played multiplayer of Hearts of Iron 3 yet, and I really, really want to. But the Popular Front, we have not forgotten the night of 6th of February 1934. We finally have a government of the United Left, and we will use this to heal the wounds left, and our new labor laws will bring greater peace to the French economy. I don't know what happened on February 6th, 1934, but it's not no, it's not the stock market crash. I don't know. I have no idea what happened then. But either way, they've gotten one of their decisions that they can trigger to get a bonus. That's all I know. And we've been pretty lucky. Oh, crud. That's what I get for saying we've been pretty lucky. Terrible. Terrible, terrible news. How much leadership are we going to lose? Alright, lots of officers. Good, we keep that at 10. Ugh, terrible. It's terrible. Very unfortunate. Alright, 1. Where are they? Infantry support weapons. Here we go. There's the small arms. And here is the Spanish Civil War. Their threat to us is 0. Have I not been increasing their threat constantly since the beginning of the game with 10 spies? My neutrality is 50.88. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to get involved in the Spanish Civil War until it looks like it's going to end. So small arms just got through. All right. Anti-tank light artillery. Now we are just waiting on carriage on the artillery. Agriculture, beautiful. Can never have too many men. Man, they're just going nuts. Artillery, barrel, and ammunition. Just need carriage and sights to finish up on the 24th, and we are going to be good to go. Boom. Alright, turn off carriage and sights. So now, let's start our production. As reserves, I need 2 more, or 3 more, actually. No? Is it 2 more or 3? No, it's just 2 more. I'm actually going to double check, because now I'm concerned. Yeah, because I already put guys into his unit. I need 2 more divisions of infantry as reserves. I need the entire next corps, which is 6. I'm going to start on the next army, which is another 30. Boom. And we'll cycle all of them to the top. Although it would be significantly easier to cycle the things I don't want to the bottom, that's not what I'm doing, because there's only one way to do it, and that's the hard way or the really hard way. Did I not make... Oops, I forgot the artillery. Let's fix that. So, 8 divisions of 3 artillery each as reserves. Let's kick them to the top. Much better. And then we'll kick the Littorio and the Vittorio Veneto to the top as well. The bombers can wait. The army cannot. Politics. And volunteer army. Tech. Everything into tech for now. Intelligence. What is going on? Actually, let's do both. We still haven't stolen the tech. Alright. This is fine. Finally. Hold on. Are these producing as normal? No, they should be reserves. Okay, they just cost a lot of IC. Jeez. Okay, that's fine. Supply productions go up. Well, I can't even find it right now. There we go. So how far down does my research go right now? Well, it'll just have to be as good as it can be. Nope. So the plan is to just recruit a whole bunch of reserves and then use IC before the war to stock the brigades. How is the Spanish Civil War going for us? So we can gain 3, or we can potentially lose money and maybe gain 3. Yes! Victory is mine. Awesome. And that we can't research, or we can research, but it'll be ahead of time, so... Their threat to us, 0.45. Our threat to them, 0.94. This is... Wow, it's not really an option, is it? Espionage. Let's put a little bit of stuff into our espionage. Alright, good. I'll just give up on that. Because as you can see, their threat to us, 11. Do I want to... I don't really care who wins the war. And the UK's threat, let me make sure I'm not being a fool. 4.03. It's really not worth it, huh? Looks like France is the only country it really matters. Well, the UK will... It's appreciable. It'll at least help. How we doing? Chugging along. Done in around September, October, thereabouts. Alright. So, the plan is I'm going to have one army, and that's going to be my one army that conquers the whole Balkans. The other army is just to sit on this coast here, or on this, coast. Whoops. Sit on this border here and continue to increase my threat on France to help me lower my neutrality a little bit faster. Oh man, looks like Republican Spain's gonna win. Not good. Not good at all. Let's intervene before it's too late. I mean, it is too late, but... Jeez. Terrible. Oh, they lost their capital. Oh, the Soviets are just killing them in droves. Okay. They're out. Increase that threat. Counter-espionage. The year is now September. Let me check my timer, make sure I've got plenty of time left. Yeah, we're golden. Alright. Prohibit establishment of new parties. There's been an ongoing discussion in our government for some time now in regards to whether new organizations, such as trade unions and political parties, should be allowed or not. Too much threat to the government. Gain 1 in dissent. But I'll gain a 5% leadership modifier for a month. Or 6 in popularity, lose. Do I want leadership at the cost of a little IC? It seems a bit extreme to me. I mean, we're fascists. We're not... Well, I mean, we're fascists, so whatever. But actually know very, very little about the way the fascists actually ran Italy. Alright. Fourth Corps. Fourth Corps. Corps complete. Wow, those art divisions all at once. Alright, let's go ahead and merge them into the armies real quick. Might have been faster to use brigades, but I always F up brigades. Like, I always put them in the wrong place where I didn't mean for them to be. Alright, so real quick, go ahead and do this little organization bit. And the intent is that I'm going to be using these against the Soviets eventually. There's 2 cores done. Alright. Wish I knew like hotkeys or something for this, but I do not. 1 core left. And there's the last core. So now we've got these guys who are more or less complete. We also could do something where we just leave them in create the core. Or we just leave them in our supply here so they don't use supplies, but I feel like that's kind of... it's at least a little bit exploity. Nicolosi, you've been promoted. Congratulations. So now... let's go ahead and make our army corps. Boom! The first army. Commanded by this guy. Logistics wizards, all the way down. Consumer goods needs went a bit up since I made a few more regular troops. Oh my gosh, they're just brutalizing my spies. Alright, fine. No spying on the Soviets. Jeez. They went just absolutely ape crap on my guys. That's fine. Alright, so the first army's done. And in order to raise threat a little quicker, we should put it on the border. Oh, it's actually not done. I lied. What do you want? Nope. I'm actually going to borrow that diplomacy stuff. Heavy cruiser main armament, heavy cruiser engine. This is all stuff that'll finish soon. And then we'll get to work on our theories. These are going to be the ones that take the longest. So we'll start them first. Large front is going to be important because we want that unit cooperation bonus. That's going to be important. That's going to be important. That's going to be important. And then other stuff as well is going to be very important, but like, of course, the infantry, the assault concentration, integrated support, all this stuff's going to be quite important for us. Hold on, what am I doing? Oh, I'm actually... integrated support's all set. And it's also not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of delay doctrine, which will increase my artillery morale. Nope. We're going to start needing to get stockpiles of resources started pretty soon. Small fuel tank is done. Excellent. And the airframe is done. Excellent. I can research multi-roles, which is something I might want to consider. There's not a lot of airfields here, and in order to maintain cover, I'd have to take Odessa. There's not really a lot of opportunity. Well, yeah, I can maintain interceptor cover, not too bad. Land with some Marines. Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. That is, however, all the time I have for today. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I am Six Wings, and I will see you next time.